Hello, good morning. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Laura from Tenacious Taurus Tarot, and this is going to be a general daily collective message for Wednesday, September the 11th. Keep in mind, though, timing and energy is still fluid, so this message could play out today. It could have already happened or is going to happen. So just take the messages as they resonate and leave behind the rest. I always do like to talk about the astrological insights that I receive when looking at the daily astrology, and then I do like to jump in with the cards, so stick around, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video, comment on the video, and share the video, especially if you're resonating with the message. But the Two of Wands energy was very prominent in the channeling this morning, and so somebody here has a big decision to make. So you might be finding yourself at a major crossroads, needing to make a decision. I felt such a tugging and such a pulling energy in the solar plexus this morning. We do have Mars sextile Mercury today, and this brought forward a very prominent energy of the King of Wands with the Ace of Cups and the Emperor card with the World. And so somebody here, I feel, might be feeling foolish. There is some type of completion of a lesson or a cycle coming together, but this might require you to take some type of initiative. The King of Wands is saying, hey, where do you need to take initiative? Where do you need to be willing to maybe even communicate your visions? But there's something about also being appropriately competitive, and so there might be a need to make a decision and even to take a romantic risk. And so you don't have to be a masculine to embody the King of Wands or the Emperor energy. I just feel right now there's an understanding coming through. Maybe this is connected to a past event or a past choice that might at one point of time seemed very difficult, but there might be some new information coming through with Mercury sextile Mars that's going to make a decision very clear. I do feel there might be like a new understanding coming forward of maybe what happened in the past as a result of certain choices, but clarity. I just felt this overwhelming sense of clarity coming through about a past decision, and maybe about some opposing forces when it comes to uncertainty before making another decision. And so take control of your life. That was a big message. We all have to take control of our lives. We're not in control of other people. Everybody else has free will to come and go and do whatever they choose to do. All we have control over is ourselves. And so somebody here, I feel, is being called to create balance and wholeness in their life. And I felt this energy of like a convergence taking place. And so there is this energy, I feel, of a successful completion of a cycle. And so you might be finding yourself ending a certain journey with a certain person or a certain group of people or a job or a career path, so you can begin the next cycle for a new beginning. And so it's really kind of time to take a chance. It's time to be willing to embark upon a new path. So let's get into it with the cards and let's see what other messages need to come through. So remember, guys, I'm not here to tell you what to do. The cards are not here to tell you what to do. The cards are just here to maybe give you a nudge in the right direction. So take this reading and all readings as an opportunity to step into your power and to create the life you want. So let's get a few of the star codes, Astro Oracle messages. We got one that flipped right off the top of the deck. And so the Descendant, the 7th house. And so somebody here, I think, is really being invited to look at themselves in the mirror. And that's kind of what I feel here. And so the fall, there could be some type of fall. There could be a falling out when it comes to a marriage or a partnership. The 7th house is the house of marriage, is the house of partnership. So I'm going to put that back on the top of the deck. And we're going to cut the deck and we're going to have a look here. So we get the 3rd house, communication, and we get the 6th house, sustainability. So there is this energy of almost like a 4 of Cups when it comes to your day-to-day life. The 4 of Cups is the energy of a little bit of inertia, feeling stuck, feeling stagnant, maybe a little bit depressed, maybe a little bit feeling like your soul is depressed. And then communication. And so it does take a lot of hard work and communication to keep love alive within a relationship. And so there might be some type of fallout when it comes to a relationship because of that 7th house card falling out of the deck. But let's get into it here and let's see what needs to come through. There might be a need to have a heart-to-heart decision or a heart-to-heart conversation before making a decision final. So let's get into it, guys. Let's see what needs to come through. Keep in mind, this reading is not sign specific. It's a general collective message. If you would like to book a more in-depth personal reading, do feel free to check out the description box below, or there will also be a link in the comment section below. And I also would like to quickly mention there is a membership side of the channel now, guys. So if you'd like to become a channel member, I go live every Thursday at noon Eastern Standard Time, and we go through all of the zodiacs. We get messages from Spirit of what you need to know right now in that moment. So let's get into it. We've got the Dignified card, or the Strength card. And so I do feel an underlying energy of death here. There is something here that either needs to be rebirthed, needs to be transformed, or needs to die away. And so you can't keep your head all up in the clouds all the time. There is an energy of finding your strength to maybe lay down a long-standing burden. I feel a 10 of Wands energy here. So the Midhaven, the Pinnacle. The Midhaven is the 10th house. And so the 10th house, I feel, is connected to fate and destiny. The 10th house is also how people perceive you, your public image. And so once again, this energy of like up in the clouds, head up in the clouds here. There might be a need to wave some type of white flag, to recognize a pattern, to recognize a burden, and to put it to rest. And then we get the transits energy. And so there's some truth coming to light here that might put you in the fetal position. There's a lot of transits playing out leading into that full moon eclipse in Pisces. And so this truth might have you on the floor questioning your entire reality. And then on the bottom of the deck, we do get the 4th house home. And so there is some type of connection here, 2 of Cups connection here. I don't know if you're on the same page. I do feel either something needs to be transformed, rebirthed, or it needs to be put to bed. And so maybe there's a block when it comes to moving forward because of the community that you're both connected to. And so I do feel this retrograde energy is saying, hey, you can't hold back anymore. And so we're pretty much almost out of the post-shadow retrograde period of Mercury. And so you might be able to take that risk now, but we also have mostly all of the outer planets in retrograde right now. And with Pluto dipping back into Capricorn, there's a need to kind of break free from some type of tunnel vision, I feel. And so somebody here is really reviewing a home situation, maybe even an entire social group or social networking group. That could be a family issue here. There's something going on the home front, and you are being called to take action and to trust that everything will be okay. Somebody here really needs to find their strength to rise above some challenges is really what it's feeling like. So let's go a little bit further with some oracle cards before jumping in with the tarot, and let's see what else needs to come through with the Cosmic Journey oracle deck. So look at that. Your 111-year-old self. I feel a need to birth something here. So I don't know if you're going through like labor pains, trying to push through some type of ending. And then we get the I am a galactic star seed blooming card. And so there's some type of healing here. And maybe the retrogrades are saying, hey, this truth isn't going to be easy to sit with. It isn't going to be easy to swallow. And you might not fully step into that healing path until Pluto goes back into Aquarius to stay for the next 20 years or so. And so something here I feel has gone cold. But let's get a few more of these cards out and let's see what else needs to come through to kind of go and coincide with the cards that are already laid out on the table. So let's get it out. Let's see what needs to come through. That was kind of a messy cut. So something here might be a little bit messy. Find your star, family, in this cosmic game of hide and seek. So there's something about karmic freedom. I do feel something about karmic freedom. And so maybe you're not really connected to the people that you're meant to be connected with. And so when we go through the spiritual journey, we awaken to these higher codes, these higher timelines, we usually do have to pull away from certain groups of people. And so you are definitely being called to trust that inner niggling feeling and to act accordingly. And so there is something about a foundation here, a Four of Wands foundation. And let's get this last card out before I keep talking. And then synchronicity. Synchronicity is a love letter from the universe. And so I do feel that the universe has been communicating with you. So pay attention to the signs the synchronicities, the messages that Spirit is bringing forward. I also feel like a Queen of Wands energy here. So there could be somebody here being pushed into the spotlight. Somebody here could be a visionary leader. And then we get this energy of, I feel, the Emperor coming through. Ask wonderfully and receive accordingly, and so receive graciously. I feel there could be a feminine here that is a truth speaker, maybe somebody in the public eye, but there's something about, through all time and space, a deep-seated soul connection here, and so there might be a reconnection coming through. There very well could be a reconnection here. There's something about an infinite loop of energy, and so one step forward, one step onward. And so there is a masculine, I feel, being encouraged to take a step towards a Queen of Wands that might be already a visionary leader in the public eye. And so get ready to say yes. I do feel the doorway opportunity is open. And so somebody here is being called to walk through the doorway of a new opportunity. Aries energy, it's feeling like the Fool. And so coming soon to a neighborhood near you, the ascending age of Aquarius. And so I do feel there might be a very messy situation here that needs to be dealt with before somebody can say yes to walk through this open doorway. But let's read the open door card. I do feel there's some type of cosmic catalytic energy playing out. You could be dealing with the catalyst, but this is all about saying yes. Say yes to the flow of life. Say yes to something even better than what you could have ever imagined or expected. And so you don't want to regret missing out on a golden opportunity, right? And so there's something about a resounding past opportunity, and there might be a new opportunity to move forward with something that might have been missed in the past. And so say yes. The universe is signaling an open doorway to maybe go back to something that you didn't choose before. This is all about taking a romantic risk. Say yes to life. Say yes to love. Say yes to your greatest destiny. Say yes to whatever is unfolding in these energies, because somebody here is invited to walk through this door. And so you might find somebody coming your way unexpectedly. And maybe this is something you would normally say no to, but you are encouraged to say yes. So let's go a little bit further with the Angel Wisdom Tarot cards, and let's see what else needs to come through today. Look at that. You're encouraged to say yes, but this might require an open-hearted apology and maybe even some type of confession. This feels like somebody's got to go back. Somebody's got to go back to something they snuck away from. I do feel there's like this rejection of a social group. There's a rejection here that is going to lead to some type of secret coming to light. The Seven of Swords, upright or reversed, it's really this energy of thieving, lying, cheating. There could have been a cheating scenario in the past. It doesn't have to be, but somebody had green eyes. I feel somebody had some really big green eyes here, and now they're losing their peace of mind because they got to go back. They got to go back and they got to apologize. So there is going to be a message regarding a relationship, I feel, and this could lead to a brand new emotional experience, but pages are the beginning. So there's something here about to begin. So let's get 9 of these cards out, guys, and let's see what else needs to come through today. So ask and you shall receive. If you don't ask, the answer is always going to be no. So what do we got here? We got a King of Wands. We've got a visionary leader here. I felt that Queen of Wands, and now we've got a king here, deeply wounded because there could be a counterpart situation coming through here, and that's the truth. So the Ace of Swords came out right after I said that. So there is a king here that is being encouraged by the universe to step into some type of leadership role. And so this is really about finding your motivation to take the lead, to take charge. Somebody here on the flip end might already be in the spotlight, and this masculine is being encouraged to step into the spotlight with the Queen of Wands energy. I feel a Queen of Wands, and so this might be about public speaking, being in the public eye. I do feel there's a king keeping his eye on the bigger prize, the bigger picture, and could be watching somebody that's already publicly putting themselves out there, and this person is being encouraged to communicate. And maybe they are afraid. Maybe they're afraid to be criticized. Maybe they're afraid to be told, I told you so. But there's some truth and there is some communication coming forward. This King of Wands is encouraged to communicate clearly. We get the Magician card below the King of Wands. We get the Five of Cups right below that wounded healer energy, that Nine of Wands. And we get the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So there is something getting flipped upside down here. 2 fives. There's some massive changes around the corner. The Five of Cups reversed. The Five of Pentacles in reverse. It's much better in reverse than upright. And so somebody here is learning to work through their fears. Maybe they feel they don't have enough to offer somebody. There could be fears surrounding money. There's definitely this energy of somebody really focusing on the past of what didn't turn out, really focusing on the negative and even anticipating that things aren't going to turn out the way that they want. But ultimately, everything does kind of happen for a reason here. Oh my God, a third 5. Get ready for unexpected massive changes. Somebody's walls are breaking down. Somebody here is opening up to facing some type of challenge. Maybe they made a poor decision in the past. There is something about a past decision, and I'm getting tingles all down this side of my face right now. So listen up. Do feel somebody here didn't come from a place of integrity. Maybe they took a risk, they took a gamble. There could be a gambling addiction here that needs to be addressed. That's not going to be for everybody. But I do feel there's a king recognizing like, hey, maybe I was a little bit manipulative in the past. Maybe I lacked a little bit of integrity. I do feel some type of an apology for some type of past painful ending or a betrayal. And so we've got a king here that could have betrayed a counterpart. That's what I'm feeling. And so the truth is coming to light because this 10 of Swords is right below the Ace of Swords, and we get the 5 of Pentacles in reverse in between these energies. So I do feel there could have been a ghosting situation. We could have had a masculine counterpart abandon their divine feminine. What do we got on the bottom of the deck? And we've got renewal. Oh, renewal. And it kind of fell right on that 5 of Pentacles reversed when I picked up the deck. And so this has been a long time coming, a long time in the waiting, maybe even 7 years in the waiting. And so renewal, judgment, there's a major awakening taking place here. And if you see the Pluto flag, and so this Pluto retrograde is saying, hey, this is the opportunity to clean up some past baggage, to clean up maybe a cycle where there's been a lot of stuckness, there's been a lot of stagnancy. When I picked up the deck, the release card stayed on the table, and so there could have been an ending in the past, but I do feel an opportunity to revive something that maybe you thought was dead and gone. There is a need to release something here, whether it's a belief or an old situation. But I feel somebody knows it's time to head towards some type of reconciliation, some type of renewal, and they really have carried this burden for a long time. And I do feel they're struggling. They're struggling with reaching out. So what is the 5 of Cups in reverse? I feel usually the retrograde energies last about 4 or 5 months. And so I do feel there's a masculine here really trying to look for the hidden blessing, really trying to understand why things had to happen the way they did. The 5 of Cups in reverse, clarified by wise counsel in reverse. So somebody here could have been led astray when it comes to a social group. Somebody here could have been afraid to go towards something new and exciting that maybe doesn't compare to traditional methods within relationships. We get the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, and we get the Ace of Wands in reverse. And so there is somebody here deeply struggling with a huge missed opportunity to create financial security for themselves, for their family. I do feel somebody here is really recognizing they got led astray and they missed out on an amazing opportunity here. And so somebody here is struggling. Almost like the dark night of the soul energy. I don't think they have faith. I don't think they can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And they're thinking like, I blew my shot at wishes being granted. I blew my shot. So somebody here is having a hard time thinking that wishes can come true because they're really having a hard time accepting this unwise choice is what it feels like. And so there's an admittance here coming through. I do feel you're not going to see this apology coming. If you've been waiting for a counterpart to return, I do feel that third party drama is over. There's a separation here in order for two people that are meant to come together because below that we get this Queen of Wands. And so I do feel there is an offer coming. I think there's a solid offer coming. I do think there's a masculine here that has really been struggling with coming out of the dark, coming out and stepping into the spotlight. I do feel somebody here has really spent a lot of time in meaningful solitude. Maybe the last 5 months, this person has been going it within and shining a light on where they need to make a decision. I do feel they see the choice clearly. But it's not easy to apologize. It's never easy to admit, hey, I made a wrong turn. I made a wrong choice. And I do feel, get ready for an apology. I do feel an apology is coming here. So let's clarify the Ten of Swords. What was this betrayal? What was this heavy burden? There could have been a melodramatic ending here. But we get the Four of Swords. We get the Four of Pentacles now. And we get the High Priestess. And so I think somebody just really withheld. They really withheld their truth. I think there was a withholding of communication. There could have been some blocked communication here. But maybe this was for two counterparts to develop some type of telepathy or their intuitive gifts. I do feel there's some wisdom here that was gained. But ultimately, there was some type of betrayal when it comes to two divinely guided soulmates coming through here. And so there is going to be the resurgence of somebody from the past. This is divinely guided. This is divinely ordained. And so there is some challenges that you're going to need to face here. But I do feel somebody is coming in saying, I'm ready. I'm ready to put in the work. I'm ready to give it my all. I'm ready to just really invest. I want to invest. And I do feel, yeah, there was a poor decision in lovers in the past. And who knows, this could have been 10 years ago, 10 months ago. I don't think the timing really matters. Got hair in my mouth. But there was a poor decision in lovers here. And so somebody's got to go back. If they want to recover, if they want to bring this back to life, they're going to have to go back. And so I do feel, get ready for a new seed to be planted. And this could lead to ultimate wish fulfillment and contentment. But there needs to be an opening of the heart. There needs to be an opening of the heart. So what is this renewal leading to? What is this renewal leading to? I do feel there's like a final judgment call, a major crossroads, a major decision needs to be made. Yeah, somebody's got to go back. There is an incomplete lesson here. And so if you would like to have joy in your life, if you would like to embark upon being proud and being free, there's a need to go back. There is a king here that is bored, discontent, needs to go back. And so, yeah, there's a lack of talking. There's a lack of communication here. And so maybe in the past, this person wasn't emotionally available because they had blocks on their heart. They weren't willing to follow their heart. And maybe they were too busy people pleasing a family or a group of friends. And they've been pretending there's no problem, but they're not happy. And there's that Seven of Swords in reversed again. There is a big time apology coming for some type of third party interference. And I do think it's embarrassing. It's always embarrassing to admit that you made a bad choice. It can be very humiliating and very embarrassing to say, hey, I got to go back. I wasn't honest. I wasn't honest about a situation. And so, yeah, somebody here lacked integrity and now they're realizing, hey, I got to go back if I want to be happier. So let's close the reading off with the love note from the universe. Let's see what else needs to come through. I do feel Virgo energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. We've got Gemini. We've got Pisces. We've got Taurus energy. We've got Gemini, Virgo, all of the fixed signs. So I do feel karma is on your side. There is some type of karma playing out here for sure. And so I do feel two hearts that have not lost a beat for one another. And so this might be about falling in love again. I do think it's payback time. Somebody's got some karma to pay off here. So get ready for a social invitation because I think it's time to just embrace love in spite of it all. And so I do feel there was some type of separation and those you love do love you back. And so there is a beautiful opportunity here to reconnect. I do feel this king might be watching the feminine, that they're in separation. with, but I do feel these earlier disappointments were just like a rehearsal for the really good stuff coming your way. And so I do think no matter how hurt you were, I want to say love is blind sometimes. And so you should never ever regret the love that you've given to somebody. You should never regret how foolish you feel when it comes to decisions in love, because all decisions, all mistakes, all wrong turns make you a little bit wiser, make you a little bit bolder. And so I do feel somebody here is just trying to survive. And maybe they thought they had time, but they love somebody here like crazy. And I think they just want to say, please, please, will you forgive me? Did you forget me? Do you even remember me? And so are you ready to fall in love again? Because you've got time to fix this, is what I feel. You've got time to fix this. And so love in spite of it all. Love in spite of it all. And so there's some type of odyssey here about to begin, is what I feel. And so be willing to release a group of friends that might be holding you back, so you can have that wide-eyed curiosity when it comes to falling in love again, because I do feel there's a connection here where somebody is encouraged to leap first and to forget about the burdens of the past. And so there's something about falling in love. So maybe it's time to remember where it all began in the first place, so you can fall in love again in spite of it all. And that's what I've got for a message today, guys. So I really hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, I do encourage you to check out the description box below. Also, I'd like to mention one last time, if you do want to become a channel member, check it out. It's the perfect time to get in on that. For less than a cup of coffee a month, you can join the membership, where I do go live every Thursday at noon. So head on over there, check it out, and I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.